Hi all and welcome back to Next Stage Designs with me Sylvia. In today's video I'm going to show you how to crochet these double-sided slippers. Very easy, super warm and very cozy. So for today's slippers, I will be using this beautiful tweed yarn, and it's a Aran weight yarn, but you can also use chunky if you like. And this is the name of the yarn, and I used 400 grams for both slippers. So for each slippers, you will need about 200 grams. The shade of this yarn is Marl. They recommended hook size 5 millimeters, but I will be using 5.5 millimeters, and also you will need 4 millimeters later on. You will also need a pair of scissors, there's 2 hooks, yarn needle, and a tape measure, and also the stitch markers. So first we are going to start with the slip knot. Hold the yarn and like so, wrap it around your 2 fingers and create a cross. Go under this first one on top of the second one, pull it down and twist your hook and release. Now for the ribbing, we are going to chain 15. If you want this ribbing to be wider, maybe fold it like this, you can chain as many as you like. So I will chain 15. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Chain of 15 for my ribbing, but if you want it wider, you can chain more. Next, we are going to single crochet into this second chain from the hook. Don't count this one, we will work into this one here. Insert, bring it up, and pull through. Now, find the next stitch and work single crochet into the next stitch, into the next stitch, and so on all the way across. Once you come to the last stitch, I show you what to do next. And this is my last stitch here. Work your single crochet, chain 1 and turn your work. For this row 2, and from now on for the rest of your ribbing, you will be working single crochet but only back loop. So we have front loops here and we have back loops here, and we'll be working under those back loops only. So back loops. So we chain 1. This chain 1 is not counting as a stitch, so we will find this loop here and work single crochet into the next one, into the next one, and so on all the way across. Single crochet back loop only. And I have only last 2 stitches here, and I will do single crochet back loop only here. But into the last stitch, I will always work under the full stitch, so front loop and back loop. So that's front loop and back loop, and work your last single crochet, and this way it will be much stronger. Chain 1 and turn your work, and again you'll be working single crochet back loop only, and you will have only 14 stitches. So we started with 15 chains, but we will have only 14 stitches, one less than what you had for your chain. So you'll be working single crochet back loop only again and again and again, and at the end of each row you will work under the full stitch. And that's how we are going to work on your ribbing for your crochet slippers. And again I'm finishing, and I will do my last single crochet under the full stitch like so. Chain 1 and turn your work, and you'll be working on your ribbing like so. And for my size I have done 42 rows, and once we have the ribbing I show you how to measure it so the slippers will fit you perfectly. So continue working like so. Work like this on your ribbing until you can wrap it around your cuff nice and tight, so the slippers won't fall down when you're wearing them. I'll show you how to do it once I have mine 42 rows. So I completed this ribbing and I have 42 rows. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. So I have 42 for my size. To measure, go like this. So here is my leg and I will stretch it a little bit like this, as these slippers will be nice and tight. So when this is tight, your slippers will be nice and tight. If this is loose, your slippers will be loose as well. So as you can see, this is loose, no stretching it. I need to stretch it a little bit. So I have 42 rows. So next we are going to fold it in half like this, and I am going to insert my hook into this corner here like so, and bring this loop from the opposite side through like so, and chain 1 like this. Now as you can see, on one side we have proper stitches, on this side we have these loops, so it's a bottom part of our starting chain. So each of these loops is 1 stitch. Okay, so now insert your hook, find the stitch on the opposite side like so, and work single crochet. And we are going to close this ribbing this way. So find the loop, find the next stitch and work single crochet. Again, find the loop, find the stitch and work single crochet, and so on. So you will close it this way and you will work all the way down the seam. Creating this last ribbing, and I am finishing here, and I have this corner here, and then find the stitch on the opposite side. So 1 loop and second one, and last single crochet. Make it nice and tight. Now we are going to chain 1 and open it. before we continue, it's a good idea to try it on and see. And as you can see, my one is really nice and tight, and also the yarn will stretch a lot, so just make sure it's nice and tight if you want nice and tight slippers. So for this first round, we will be placing 2 single crochet on top of each of these bridges. So when I say bridge, they go like this. It means 2 rows, and on top is little space. So I show you here. So that's a bridge here, and then there is a space on top, as you can see here. And into that space, we will work 2 single crochet. So we will work 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and so on all the way around. But as we created this bridge here, we added extra 2 stitches. So we added extra 2 stitches because we created extra bridge. So we had 42 rows, so we should have 42 stitches. But because we created this extra bridge, we will have extra 2 stitches. So we will have 44. So now we will work 2 single crochet, but from the side here. So we will work from the side like this. So there will be my first single crochet and 1 more into the same place like this. And place a stitch marker right here, like so. Now find the next bridge. So my next one is here. So on top is space, and I will place 2 single crochet there. 1 and 2. Find the next bridge and place 2 single crochet there. 1 and 2. On top of the next one, 1 and 2. And so on. We will work all the way around like so. So I am finishing this first round, and I was placing 2 single crochet on top of these bridges here. So each bridge means 2 rows. So this is my last one here. So I will place 2 single crochet, and now we will work around this first loop here. So this is our first stitch. As you can see, that's a V. And this first stitch has got this loop in the front. So we will go from the back. Let me just take the stitch marker out. So I am finishing this first round, and I was placing 2 single crochet on top of these bridges here. So each bridge means 2 rows. So this is my last one here. So I will place 2 single crochet, and now we will work around this first loop here. So this is our first stitch. As you can see, that's a V, and this first stitch has got this loop in the front. So we will go from the back. Let me just take the stitch marker out. So I placed 2 single crochet here, as you can see, 1 and 2, and I will slip stitch into that space just to close this around like this, so there will be no gap. Now for the next round, and from now on you will repeat the same thing. We'll be working single crochet front post. So where is the stitch marker? That's your first stitch. We are going to get it out, and that very first stitch has got this loop. We will go from the back like so, and we will work our first single crochet front post, and we will replace the stitch marker. Now you will go into the base of your last stitch, and you will find the next stitch, but that next stitch is into the same place as you remember, because we were placing 2 single crochet on top of each of these bridges. So you will do front post. Let me just show you again. So go into the base of your last stitch and work single crochet front post into the next like this. And that's your first, and that's your single crochet front post. Now go back into the place, or go back into the base of your last stitch, which was this one here, and work front post. Pull this loop higher so it will create this really nice looking stitch. Go back into the base of your last stitch and work single crochet front post, bring it higher, and single crochet finish. Go back into the base like so, pull it higher, and continue like so, working single crochet front post all the way around. Once you come to your stitch marker, I show you how to start the next round. And I'm finishing. So this is my single crochet front post, and as you remember, this was the slip stitch here. So our first stitch is here, and we are not going to slip stitch or anything. We will simply work single crochet front post like so, and again replace your stitch marker, and you will always start like this. So you will go around, you will not slip stitch anymore, you simply start to work the next round into the single crochet front post at the start here, as we did right now. So again, go into the base of your last stitch and continue. So you will be working into the spiral like so, around and around for your slippers. And once you come to your stitch marker here, you already know you'll be working into this front post under this first stitch. So we will continue like so, working into the spiral on your middle part. And I am finishing this around, and as I said, I will show you how to simply continue. So as you can see, that's your first stitch, and you will simply work your next single crochet front post around and around, remove your stitch marker and continue for the length or the size you need, and make your stitches nice and tight. So continue all the way up, and as I said, you will work for as long as you like. Maybe you want these slippers to be up above your knee. It's totally up to you. Just make sure the higher you want them, the longer this part have to be. And once you are done, of course, try it on, and then we do this closing at the end. These slippers, as you can see, they have no heel, so you will work for as long as you like and for any size you like. And I am finishing my slippers here, and in measurements I have, from the top, I have about 15 inches, and this part is about 11 inches, and I am size 38. As I said, you can make it even longer. It's up to you. Also, if you want the width, it's about 5 inches. For each size, so as I am size 38, I would go for about, for each size extra, I would do about 1.5 inch. So once you are done with the length for your size, as you can see, this is my start. As I started here, my stitch marker is here. So simply just follow the line, and you know you will stop somewhere here. And now we are going to use 4mm hook. And to close our slipper, we will be decreasing all the way around. So let's start. Let me just place a stitch marker here, so we know where is our start. Now, as you can tell, this was our last stitch here, so we need to find the next stitch. We'll be working single crochet, decreasing all the way around, or 2 single crochet together. Find the next stitch, bring it up, find the next stitch and bring it up. Now you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops like so. Now replace your stitch marker here into your very first decrease, and you will work like so all the way around. Remember, we worked here, so we need to find next stitch, into the next stitch, and work your decrease, into the next stitch, into the next stitch, and work your decrease. Make sure your stitches are nice and tight. Into the next stitch, into the next stitch, into the next stitch, into the next stitch. Nice and tight. All the way around. Once you get to your stitch marker, I show you what to do next. And I am finishing here. Let me just move my yarn, and I have stitch here. And where is my stitch marker? I will work as well, nice and tight. So I have done 1 round of decreasing, and now I will do 1 more. So as I start here, replace the stitch marker again into this very first stitch, and simply do the same. So we will do 1 more round of decreasing all the way around. Make sure your stitches are nice and tight like this. So work all the way around until you get to your stitch marker. And I'm finishing here, so I have decrease here, and I will do 1 last one into the next. And where is my stitch marker? Do to decrease as well. Make sure all is nice and tight. Once you have only small hole like this, we are going to sew it. So we will leave a long yarn and about 1 meter, and we will chain one like this first and then leave this longer and fasten off like this. And now we are going to turn our slipper so the wrong side is out. So make sure this will go inside first, like so. You can also get the stitch marker out. We are going to thread this end like this, and we are going to close this gap. Do so, you can just simply go around like this in every stitch. And again in every stitch. To make it smaller and smaller. Like so. And once you have only a little gap, we are going to go across like this and simply do your best to close this gap in the middle. Like this. So there is no gap at all. If there is a gap like I have here, you simply just need to go back and close it, as we don't want any gap. As you can see, just double check. Do as many times as you need so there is no gap. So there is no gap here, and now we are ready to fasten off like this. But before you cut your yarn, it's a good idea to turn it the right way and check. There is no gaps here. So we can go back to the wrong side and fasten off. And this is our slipper completed. Super easy, no heel at all, and also for any size. Also for any size you like. And I also wanted to show you these slippers from inside. They look amazing as well. So I was thinking these slippers could be reversible slippers like so, because if you like this side, you will simply sew on the other side. So this side can be your right side as well, because I think this stitch from the inside looks amazing as well. And also the ribbing is double-sided, so the both sides looking exactly the same. I think I will be wearing these slippers on any side. As you can tell, it's looking really nice. And this stitch is super nice and warm as well. So we can say these slippers are double-sided. And don't forget to hide your ends here and also one more inside. And this is it. These are our beautiful double-sided slippers. Very unique, very easy to make, super nice and very cozy. And super warm as well. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like it, share it, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel Unique Stitch Designs for more ideas from me, Sylvia. And also don't forget to find me on social medias. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and TikTok. Thank you very much for watching.